And I actually have a song that I wrote that is totally about this. Love sure can be easy, but like most things, it's easier said than done. But like most things, you get into a rhythm. So let's be kind and let's smile at ourselves. We know we aren't perfect, that'll take a while. So let's start loving, 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 loving. Everything God gave us, let's be loving. Loving, 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 loving. Everything God gave us, let's be loving. At the beginning of 2020, I had this really weird bout of anxiety. And I didn't understand why I didn't even think that I deserved to look in the mirror. And it was stuff like that it was extreme, where I was like, people's lives are worse because they have to look at me. And it was like, no one thinks that.
Gosh.
It's just like your brain cooks up the worst. And I went to the gym one day, probably working out against the mirror so that I didn't have to look at myself. And I ran into a friend's from high school's mom. And she was like, oh, it's so good to see you. I teach these cognitive therapy or these cognitive thinking classes at night. We're doing one tonight. You should come. And I was like, okay. I went to that class and she starts talking about how our thoughts make us feel a certain way. And when we feel a certain way, we act a certain way.
Yeah.
And when we act a certain way, we define ourselves a certain way. And when we define ourselves as something, we think a certain way. And it's just this cycle that keeps going. So write in your notebook, what's a thought that you have, good or bad, that makes you feel a certain way. And so right away I go, I'm ugly. And I'm like, it makes me feel ugly. And she's like, then it's going to make you act like you're ugly. Like you turn away from the mirror. You don't let people talk to you. You don't go out. She goes, Emma, thoughts are just thoughts. They're never true unless they're a fact. Facts are true, but thoughts, they're made up. So your thought is that you're ugly and you feel this way. She goes, but what if you thought a different thought? Like, what if you thought you were the most beautiful person in the world? How would you feel? And I was like, well, I'd probably feel pretty great. And she was like, okay, and how would you act? I was like, well, I'd probably go out more. I'd probably talk to people. I'd probably smile more. And she's like, and you would identify yourself as a beautiful person. She goes, so if you're making up that you're ugly and you're making up that you're beautiful, choose the one that moves you forward than hinders you. It almost felt illegal how easy that was. I was like, that's it? And she was like, that's it. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on these walks or these runs. And I did cross country in high school. And so my I kind of had a specific breathing that with my legs, I would go in, out. And like, that was kind of my rhythm. You can say the same thing over and over. Just, I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am lovely. I'm a kind person. And you keep on telling yourself and eventually you start to feel it.